everybody? Questwise here, day number 13 of RPG a Day 2017. Sorry for the delay in the video, but I'm getting it back all together now. I really wanted so badly to just stay on track every single day, and then life kind of reared its head, and I had a busy day at work on Saturday, and then yesterday we had to take my daughter to, anyhow, off to college. It doesn't matter. Anyhow, I'm getting back on track, catching up with the rest of you guys, and we're going to finish this together. Today I'm filming day number 13, and the question is, describe a game experience that changed the way you play. Now, back on day number 7, it looks like, we talked about a game that was most impactful RPG sessions. Man, it's too early in the morning for this. But this one asks for a game experience that changed the way you play. So I thought about a few of the different sessions I've had and over the years and whatnot, and the one that kind of most recently changed the way that I play the game happened actually about this same time last year in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is a couple hours away from me, at a convention called Grand Con, where my love for Palladium books was reignited. Palladium was the first game. Any of the Palladium books games was the first stuff that really began my hobby career as a role player. And after that, I moved on to other things such as D&D and the gamut of everything. I've tried it all. I've collected a lot of it as well too. But the one that really ignited my passion for the hobby was anything Palladium. Rifts, Heroes Unlimited, that kind of stuff. Last year I was able to actually partake in a game session with Kevin, who is the head of and the owner of Palladium Books. In fact, I actually got to meet this guy here. I don't know if you can see the artwork very well. But Mr. Chuck Walton as well gave me some cool artwork. I purchased some cool artwork from him that he signed and stuff for me as well. But I got to meet a lot of those guys, Wayne and Chuck and Kevin and all those guys from Palladium, and they were all really, really fantastic, and they're also very passionate about their games. And I got a chance on the Sunday that we were supposed to leave the convention, first thing in the morning, to catch a game with Kevin of Palladium Fantasy, which has always been one of my favorites. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I default back to fantasy. Fantasy is my go-to genre. And to have the chance to play in a Palladium Fantasy game, especially with Kevin, the guy who designed the game, was and is going to be a lifelong memory. But what it was about him that changed the way I play the game currently. Now, I've been playing for a long time, and I've tried lots of different styles, and as a person who loves the hobby so much, I try to learn and grow as much as I can as a game master in whatever game it is that I'm playing. And I don't think it matters across the genre, across any kind of game. I think there's certain sort of core rules, or sort of core abilities and skills that if you have as a game master, partakes in any storytelling, whether it be a role-playing game or just be, whatever. But I think there are certain core skills that you need to have that cross the thing. And I've tried to build those skills over the years and read and practice and try different styles and find the ones that I'm very comfortable with. And everybody has their own sort of like comfort level and the way that they prefer to run games. And sometimes you fall into this loop where you're teaching people how to play a lot of different stuff, or you fall into these one-shot things, and the one-shots become very dull to you after a while, because you start to run either the same adventure, the same kind of tropes, the same kind of thing over and over and over again. And so I had a chance to play on this one-shot, Palladium Fantasy, with Kevin, owner of the company, and his passion, even after all these years and after every day spending every minute with these games, his passion to run this game was unbelievable. It just welled up within him, And one of the greatest things that I remember is that he, not being afraid to sort of like challenge the rules and push the players and build the excitement level. And those are all things that I know and I've practiced and I've tried before. But to see him actually put into action, the game, he sat down at the beginning of the game and told us that we had exactly an hour to save the world. Okay? Ha ha ha, great story, exactly an hour. And it wasn't kidding. He actually pulled out a timer clock, set it on the table, and said, your hour begins now. And we had literally 1 hour to save this fantasy world from being destroyed by a demonic invasion because of a sacrifice that was being done. I think it was that game session that sort of reignited in me the passion, not only for their games, but the passion for those games in general, and being able to, not fall into ruts of sort of just systematic sort of role playing, but to actually like have fun with it and actually challenge people, and to not let your passion for the hobby and your passion for the game, don't stop it from just welling out of you and sharing it with everyone. And like I said, to be with Kevin, a guy who spends every minute of every day with these games, to see him still so passionate and so full of excitement about these games was a real game changer, and changed the way I definitely play all of these games as well too. So that's my answer to day number 13 of RPG a Day, number 2017. We'll see you a little bit later today with number 14. But until then, game on.